What is up, Axie fam? You guys read the title of the video, so let's get going to it. So, as you guys know, we finally have, the finalized, I guess, season 20 patch, and there's like a lot of huge announcements there. And I just want to read it with you guys for a little bit because, I understand. I made tons of videos really talking about the problems that I had with Mavis, but I also said a lot of really good things about them. And I think this really outlines the vision that they have moving forward. And, maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it, but let me, get you through this if maybe you didn't understand all the points. So the first, probably the biggest thing, the most controversial thing they did is the change to adventure mode, right? I understand that a lot of people are going to be really mad about this, and I think maybe one problem with Mavis is the way they actually made this post. Because if you're kind of pissed with Mavis, and the first thing you're going to read is adventure mode SLP will be 0, I'm sure a lot of people will be really mad. But here's the thing. They're doing this because now they're going to be giving away access to much more people, and they actually set a number here. If we go all the way down, they are basically giving 6 million USD in season 20 based on the current prices of SLP and AXS. I really feel like this is crazy, right? Because at the end of the day, the problem with the SLP price right now is that the demand for breeding is much lower than the actual mint speed. And adventure mode, for a while, they do talk about it in the post. It was supposed to be this place where you learn how axies work, and now it literally is just a bot farm and a place where people with shitty axies used to farm SLP, which is fine if you have shitty axies. But when you actually think about an economy that makes sense, you really need to be making like actual work, meaningful work, or at least like meaningful work should be rewarded more than playing against adventure mode. And apparently they don't want to really explore adventure mode because a lot of people gave suggestions for like expand adventure mode in a way that it feels more meaningful. But I really feel like what they want to do is introduce land gameplay and all of these other games as means to use your axies in a way that is not really playing the card game itself. And so I think this is why things are the way they are right now. And I love this. Like, I played last 2 seasons. I did okay. I didn't really do like amazingly well, but I'm really hyped to actually like do well this time because they are gonna reward a ton of people. And I think this is really the mindset they want to put in players right now, is that if you actually try to be competitive, you're going to be rewarded. And sure, it's not going to be a reward that comes straight up, right? It's going to be a reward at the end of the season, but that's still like really cool. I think that totally goes against botting and all of that shit. And also, it kinda pumps up breeding at the same time, right? You're actually forcing people to seek better axies, whilst at the same time you're reducing SLP, which could really pump SLP. I don't know what's gonna happen because at the end of the day, until Origin actually comes out, people might be very scared of actually, just breeding a lot because things will change. Regardless of that, I think that's really cool. But going back now, they're also taking the daily quests, and like the whole argument at the end of the day is that there's way too much SLP being minted in a way that like is easy. And I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really like, even in my Discord server, like we are a breeding community generally speaking, so I didn't see a lot of negativity there. But I can see people being very negative towards these changes, to the fact that you're not gonna get that free SLP anymore. But the free SLP comes at a cost of SLP losing value in the long run. So if you already have axies and you're pissed about it, I think you should probably look at the other way, because the changes they're making now probably will allow your axies to be worth more in the long run, at least in my opinion. And at the same time, they actually remove the 800 MMR thing that they did, which got a lot of people pissed. So I'm really happy about that. I think that's fine. They did say for now though, so God knows how long this is actually going to be a thing. But at least this is, this is gonna be a little pat in the back for the people that really feel like they won't be able to play the game anymore. And yeah, they say season 20 is close, and when it's released, a variety of important economic balancing changes will be implemented, which is awesome. All about that. The rest of the post is pretty much just talking about the the mint. Everyone knows about this, too much SOP being minted, not a lot of rewards. I think the problem right now is that like everyone's afraid of breeding because of Origins, and at the same time we had all of these problems with just too much SOP being minted. So those two things at the same time really like ramp up the SOP price problem that we had, right? Even if you don't want it to be expensive, like the price that it is right now is like very worrisome. So I'm glad that they actually, like, this is a really long, lengthy post, so you should probably rate it by yourself. I don't want to rate it here because it doesn't make sense and it's too long of a video. But I think they have really good arguments. Like, if we want the economy to make sense in the long run, most of these changes are necessary. And yeah, they do talk about the PvP changes. They talk about how like staking had way too much of rewards compared to PvP, which makes total sense. I actually talk about this a lot, in the sense that like when they introduced staking, a lot of the like whales and people with a lot of money that also had a lot of scholars, that also had a lot of axies, they're just like, I mean, sure, I could like breed, and there's like all of this nonsense, and I have to like have treasures, and I need to hire managers, or I can just like leave my money there and get free money. So the fact that they are actually allocating more money towards the actual, because like they were talking about the fact that they want actual work being done for the rewards to be reaped. Like only putting money in staking AXS, I don't see that as real work, but I understand it is necessary because we need liquidity. Like having the DEX is amazing, so it is a price that we pay. But I'm glad that they're also putting way more money into the AXS allocation towards the players. This is awesome. All about this. And yeah, they do talk about some of the mechanisms to increase burning of SOP, which are not in yet. Apparently they want to drop this with Origins, but the special cosmetics and skins, we already have that with the event running at the moment. Upgraded axiie body parts, that is going to be really cool. I have no idea how that even would work. Like, how would the actual axiie look like? Does it mean like you only change a part of the axiie, or do you get like extra stats, extra whatever? How would you know? Like if you open the marketplace, how would you know if an axiie has like an upgraded stat or whatever? Just tons of weird things, but also exciting things to drop eventually. They talk about emojis, breeding events, buying tournaments, axiie naming, all of that good stuff. I don't really get the axiie naming part because we already can name our axies. Are they going to start charging for that? Not a big fan of that, honestly. I really wish they actually added messaging people in the marketplace. Like we talk about this. There's people actually adding their Discord ID as the name of the axies they're selling, so they can talk to people and like negotiate. There's like nothing about that included, so maybe in the future, who knows. And yeah, they're just talking about things take time, and I get it. Like even though they have a lot of money, they've been expanding. Like I think I read the last time that they have 100 employees, and if you think about the amount of money that they have, like 100 employees is not that much, honestly. If they're like, there is a lot of moving parts behind Axie Infinity, right? You have the actual development of Ronin, you have artists, and they actually have like lots of people. Like they actually have like community managers, right? And I think that's probably maybe 10. So like 10% is community managers. They're not really working with the game itself. Having 100 employees doesn't mean 100 programmers like just doing the work as fast as possible. But yeah, I actually really like the energy rework thing that they talk about. Basically right now, when you have 3, 6, yeah, like you need to get more energy, you need a fixed amount of axies, and now they're trying to ramp up in this in a way that is linear. so you're not gonna need as many axies, and it also means you keep more axies in the same account instead of having like tons of axies, which is good because it probably reduces the the intention of botting. It is just more, I just feel like it makes sense, and it also makes those floor axies that no one wants more desirable, which takes them out of the marketplace, which increases the floor price and makes everyone a little bit more happy. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I don't like, this is really long, and I actually, if you do care about the Axie Infinity, long-term vision and future, you should really read this. This is like the main points that I really cared about. Mainly the PvP change is huge, because at the end of the day, this is a breeding channel, and people excited to play PvP means more people wanting to breed, and that's really exciting, honestly. And if you're mad, if you're gonna comment about whatever NFT game you think is gonna be hype, I'm fine with it. I understand that a lot of people that did join this channel and Axie, they're all about making money in the short term. And go for it, dude. I have no ill feelings against anyone that wants that. I do want to make money, but I'm just bullish on Axie at the end of the day. I think, even though things look really grim, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. It looks really grim, but at the same time, like, it makes sense that things look grim, and like, for most parts, I think even Sky Mavis, they recognize this really well, and they're taking all of the measures towards making it better. So really excited for what the future holds. Thank you everyone for watching, guys. I have no sponsors. This channel makes me almost no money, so if you do want to get into Axie, you want to get into breeding, and you need consulting, make sure to DM me on the I have a Discord server in the description, so you can find me there and DM me, and I can give you the prices and everything. And if you already know how to breed, and like, you just want to take your breeding to the next level, we actually have a bot that does a lot of different things. You can watch the the older videos, or you can just join our Discord server. We have a tab that's called Everything You Need to Know. We have all the features there. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a good one, and bye.